Let's dive right into a $95,840 Bitcoin deal. It is currently down roughly 0.5% over the last day, with a prediction of 2,742,000 right now. It's up 2.96%. Intriguingly, some of that soul money might be shifting to Ethereum. XRP 265 not too awful at the moment. We discussed this retest. We discussed it up to 42 and 60 levels before we saw this thing start to rise again. Both the USD and USDC are down 2.7% as they approach their dollar peg. Thus, $3,173 billion was taken up as the currency markup. Now, take a look. I am now the president of Argentina. He believes there is a distinction between sharing and promoting cryptocurrency fraud. There doesn't seem to be any difference here. Encouragement of sharing is the same thing. Promoting it involves spreading the word about it and sharing it. You are promoting it if you share it. Why would you share it if you were encouraging it, especially as president? Of course, if a president were to retweet something else, is there anything similar? People will interpret that as him sharing it or as a promotion. Look, I've already seen this game. Promote, endorse, and share. Everything remains the same. One's status as a world leader or lack thereof is irrelevant. Everyone is the same. Let me rest. In the tweet I just posted soon before this video, please share your thoughts below. Is sharing the same as promoting? This was released by Dr. Profit. The psychological games are the most bullish of all. We are currently seeing Bitcoin reach the psychological threshold of $100,000. Hold on, we're still in the box, and a breakout is only a matter of time. He's correct. As you can see, we have discussed this $90,000 to $100,000 range on Bitcoin. It's really easy. In a moment, the market makers and I will discuss XRP and Ripple market makers. They are exerting every effort to keep Bitcoin below 100,000 because once we rise above 100,000, the psychological barrier will be broken. At last, it will be taken out. Many individuals are terrified of this number. They believe that Bitcoin, which was once worth $1, should be in the six-figure range. Too awful. It's heading there. What, then, are the market makers doing each time it approaches? As they lower the price, they begin to liquidate, which has an impact on the entire Bitcoin market. What do they do next? They bring it up again. They didn't bring it back down. Instead, they brought in new money. They get rid of them. Many people are unable to cope with this crypto roller coaster since it instills dread and interferes with their emotions. I've been there. I was one of them once. I've spent 7 years in the market. I understand that it's an absolute roller coaster. It's a boiling mess, and your feelings get warped and jacked up. I get that you might think about Lumbos one day and then ramen the next, but let's be honest, this is getting much higher. It's not finished. There hasn't been a season for Bitcoin or altcoins, so take it easy and enjoy the ride with FTX. Tomorrow, they will begin their 16 billion repayments. Where will that money go? The question is that, will the markets be infused with that money? Which asset will it move into? And might this be the trigger that pushes Bitcoin higher? 100,000 is the question. Will there be any more negative developments? Will the market makers utilize this as a story to further down prices? People now begin to think, 16 billion is entering the market, my goodness. Everyone will dump. They are teasing you. They are manipulating your emotions by taking advantage of these global events that are taking place in the cryptocurrency markets. I just looked at the most recent institutional cryptocurrency statistics and am eager to hear this one, so don't fall for it. Of course, Bitcoin and Ethereum continue to rule, but Chainlink XRP is beginning to make significant progress. Yet another sleeper is making some progress and beginning to climb. Keep an eye out for the locations of the large and institutional funds. Going here if the price theory becomes positive as the drama around the lot of meme coins develops. Is there any new drama in the world of meme coins? Nothing. I've previously explained how meme coins always result in people losing their asses. This is what we're witnessing right now. Those who own meme coins have completely destroyed them, and the creator of the meme coin has become extremely wealthy. That's it. Why do you suppose the same group is usually involved? Why, in your opinion, do they seek out individuals with sizable fan bases who people admire and follow? They provide them with inside information. They even provide them with the ticket in advance. When it takes off like a rocket, they either purchase it themselves or give them a piece of the meme coin. You see a huge red candle to the downside when they dump on you. This was released by Michael Branch as a Ripple companion for Air wallets. You know what? They have raised their yearly recurring income from $500 million to $600 million over the same period, and they are on the verge of surpassing $130 billion in annual transaction volume, up from $100 billion in August 2024. Can we discuss the XRP ledger's power? I believe we may read the article that is currently coming in from Asia via Peaceful Telecom. Keep an eye on what your Ripple partners are doing. 3 days ago, this had 146 views, because all of the relationships that Ripple has had in the past are now being realized through the use of technology and the strength of the XRP ledger. People are forgetting about them. This is evident when discussing the total market capitalization of all coins. Bitcoin is not included in this total market capitalization. The combination means that Bitcoin alone is worth $2 trillion, and if it continues to rise, it may reach $3 trillion. Let's consider 95. It is 2 o'clock. Indeed, Bitcoin will have 3 million, but the market capitalizations of all other cryptocurrencies we can see 6 million in them, he says. You invested $3 million in Bitcoin and $6 million in alts. The overall market capitalization of cryptocurrencies is $9 trillion. 9 trillion we spoke from 7 until 10. 7 to 10 trillion in cryptocurrency you will receive your double-digit XRP if the lower end is seen. From 5 to 7 double-digit XRP between 6 and 8 will be a little more resilient. All eyes will be on XRP over the next 2 months, but I still believe we will get there. He has this small chart here, but let's see whether we reach the $4 to $5 region as I mentioned. What do we see when he compares them to the earlier cycles? 6 trillion. My forecasts and projections from the past are almost here. 3 trillion coming in Bitcoin will get you to that 9 trillion. We're currently near the upper limit of the $7 to $10 trillion range. Avery discusses the bridge currency infrastructure of XRP, including liquidity dynamics and market making. Since they are in charge of the order books, you may be unaware of what a market maker is or does. They are giving the asset in addition to the money. He says it right here. For sell orders, market makers strictly adhere to a 1-to-1 back-end rule. They must retain 100,000 actual XRP if they wish to keep 100,000 in sell orders. No reserves or fractions are permitted for partial backing in the system. Market makers use spread capture to make money. To earn 2%, they may, for instance, purchase at $1 and sell at $1. Their revenue increases with trade volume rather than price fluctuations, thus the market makers can keep these things within a narrow range. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. They can sell it at 96 after setting it up at 95, resell that 96 and repurchase that 95. The market maker will receive more money here the longer they maintain it in this area where they know liquidity will come in. The market maker might lose their ass if the price fell. Why do you think you observe such a limited spectrum of these assets? In reality, the market makers retain these assets and these tightly coiled up ranges because they profit from both sides. If they know that there is a significant amount of liquidity or a demand zone, for example, for XRP between 260 and 280, they will hold the price there for as long as possible and profit from the increase. The more trades they can execute during these ranges, the more money they will make, which is why we discuss these. After that, they profit on the down, rinse, and repeat. There is a reason why prices have remained steady for so long, and the market maker is ultimately responsible. We'll get the signal from the market makers. When they realize they have reached a certain point and that the public's bias against these assets is beginning to wear off, they will give us the all clear and notify us when it's ready to move on. At that point, they will push the price back up to a new level to encourage fresh demand and interest from new market participants.